Hey, hi everyone. I know it's too late in the night, but I wanted to record a video. I started working back in the year 2005 and I started working in Pune in India. And my first job was very taxing because for the first time, I was entering in the corporate world and I did not know what were the norms of the corporate life and how it would be, whether I would be able to perform well or whether it would be too taxing. But to give you a glimpse of how it was with me was I was a part of a recruitment process which was really very rigorous, and we were about a bunch of 20-25 people who joined from across campuses from various institutes, especially IIMs, XLRIs, and Tier 1 institutes. And we went through a month long rigorous process of being inducted into that organization. This is back in the year 2005. And it was a mixed group. We were about 5-6 girls, and the rest were guys. And we also did our training in Mahindra Training Center, Nasik. And apart from that, we also used to have fun because we did rappelling, we did um, mountaineering, and we went on hikes, and there were a lot of experiential training which we were given. So as a result, it was assumed that we were ready for the corporate world. But the first job, which was a rotational job, one of the assignments out of the entire rotational assignments that was given, I had a very, very um strict boss. The expectation was to come early in the morning and to leave late at night, because it was not 9 to 5 at all. It was exactly 9 to 9 and 9 to 10. So even the weekends used to go in, in some of the work assignments that we were given. So it was a very, very rigorous training program, and I remember all of us went through it. It might have been different function, different department, but it was a part of the training exercise. One of the good thing was that we were given trainings to be equipped to handle any situation that would come in the course of our work sphere. Not just that, we were given certification trainings too. For example, I, basically being from human resources, was given training into people capability maturity model level 5 training, which encompassed 22 process areas and across 5 levels. It is somewhat like the CMMI level 5 in the IT industry, and it was really a very good training to be a part of. And just like you would have heard from other people that sometimes it is 24/7, there is burnout, there is a lot of stress. It was really taxing. I was with this prestigious organization for about 4 years, and it was lovely to work for them because uh, I got to work with people with different leadership styles. I worked with very best of bosses, and yet very strict and very full of expectations that we should be exceptional work employees. Not just that, we got a flavor of working in different streams, different assignments, different areas, processes, systems, ecosystems, to learn about the organization. And we made friends. We were a bunch of very close knitted friends, and we really liked working. At that point in time, I used to think that if you have an expertise in one area, you cannot work in another area, in a different area. But now I realize that any experience that you gain, your work experiences, equips you to handle any situation in any function. And at a later point in time, if you want to switch your gears, if you want to switch your functional area, if you want to switch into a different career stream, you can do that. You can get upskilled, you can get the training that you want, and completely turn into another area. So slowly, gradually, I also started having a bit of experiences in quality area, even though if I was from one particular domain. And working in different cities also gave me a flavor of working in different, metros are different, uh, smaller cities are different. So the professionalism, the way that the things work, the pace of work, everything is extremely different if you get into a different market. So that was in the beginning, and I started enjoying it. I was working, but I will tell you that even in my work experience, I have got burnt out and I have not been able to handle stressful situations, and it has been very taxing. At times, you have to work even on the weekends, and that is why I have taken career breaks at different times. One after maternity. I have two kids, and after a while, I have taken career sabbaticals and breaks in order to take care of both the family and kids and various responsibilities. So, um, but I will advise those who are wanting to transition from college to corporate, right? You should have work experience, take up assignments which are thrilling for you, which are adventurous, which are also building your skills, which also help you hone your own skills, interpersonal skills, learn about the dynamics, learn about the ecosystem in the organizations. You should take up assignments. If you get work assignments during graduation, well and good. If not, start working in certain organizations, join NGOs or join programs where you can get to learn, and that will help in your work experience. And even once you start getting into professional education, even later you will see that those experiences will come handy when you have to work and navigate your own way path through the work culture and systems in the organizations. I have changed jobs many a times, but that has been extremely, extremely helpful because I have worked in different domains: IT, banking, telecommunications, manufacturing, even. And they were different set of people, different cultures. Definitely, the pace of work was also very different, and the expectations were very different. But all of that, adds to your personality, adds to your learnings. I am a very introvert and a very shy person. I'm extremely camera shy. Even now, when I'm recording this video, I'm not very comfortable because usually I do not prefer coming in front of the camera. But looking at people whom I have started following on the YouTube, looking at people who have actually shared how their personal life and professional life has been, and learning from different people, it has motivated me to make my own videos. I was absolutely not comfortable on the camera, but slowly and gradually I have started to come and face the camera, and to help my viewers understand me, my work, what kind of a person I am, and to share with you anything and everything. So today I had a few guests in my home. As I told you, I'm extremely introvert. So in order to mingle with the group also becomes extremely challenging. And but still, I'm kind of trying to change, navigate my ways even now, because I'm an extremely shy, extremely introverted person. And I'm sure there are many like me. I'm a highly sensitive individual. I'm a very touchy feelings kind of a person. So um, emotional, introvert to the core, introversion person. And I've had difficulty in finding navigating my ways, but I have also learned that you need to change yourself. Not everything will be according to your liking, and I have come to realize that this is how I am, and I need not change. I have had my low moments, moments when I felt very, very, very low in my life. And to be around judgmental people, actually, it brings down my own vibrations. I have learned how to keep my vibrations high. I go on walks, I go amidst nature. I'm based out of Bangalore city, and this is the best city that I have ever lived in. Earlier, I have been based out of Delhi, Noida, Gurgaon. Um, I have been based in Pune, Mumbai in the past, and then I decided after seeing all the different cities that I definitely like a few of them, which is Bangalore, Pune, definitely. Pune also because it has moments where I feel nostalgic. I have worked in Pune, Mumbai too, to a great extent, and Bangalore. So Bangalore, Pune, Mumbai, and Hyderabad is a city where I would love to relocate and to see the city. In fact, I'm planning to go to Hyderabad in the month of December this year, that is 2024. And I'm going with my family. I want to explore the city. That was in my goal list a very back, long time back. And it has been there in my checklist of to do things that I have to visit the city. I have to see. I have been there, but I went for some official work and I was not able to see the city. So definitely, Hyderabad is on the cards. And someday, if everything works out and if I get a chance, I would love to relocate to Hyderabad as well. So I have some relatives also in Hyderabad, so that would be beautiful. I have my cousin brother in Pune, so that is why I have loved that city, because there were four of us: my brother, my cousin brother, and my hubby. So we four were working in Pune, and my brother was still studying at that point in time, and I was working with Mahindra British Telecom in Pune. So I love the city. I have seen different parts of city, the dam, the historical part of Pune, and gone on hikes in Pune. I have loved the city, and even now, if I get a chance, I would love to stay in Pune for another stint, another assignment if I get a chance to go there again. So these are the cities where I have loved being. And quite often, if you are there, you have to be ready to pack your suitcase and be ready to relocate to cities when you are working. That was not the case when my parents were working, because they joined an organization and they retired from the same organization. They were all in government work roles, job roles. My mom was in central government and my dad was in central government. My mom was in state government job, and we had a humble living. I come from a very middle class family, and I've had my humble beginnings. Um, so my dad was a storekeeper and my mom was a teacher. Those of you who are following my channel, I want to share with you about my own background, because then you'll be able to understand me a little better. I'm very very interested in spirituality, and since last 10 years I have become more akin to spiritual tools, rituals, manifestation tools. I've started doing that now. These days I'm learning tarot reading. I'm trying my hand at tarot reading, because usually, I enjoy learning new things. And I even bought a guitar and kept it in the hope, with the hope that someday I will be not so reluctant to start learning a guitar, a musical instrument, because that was on my goal list. I started this year with a goal list of about 100 plus goals for myself. Some of those are, I'm trying to achieve. Some I have started following, so it will happen eventually, and some are extremely long-term goals. So both short-term and long-term goals are there on my goal list for 2025 and 2026 and 27. You can consider 3 to 5 years timeline, and I do this every year. I set the goals. Some are very tough and some are very simple. For example, health and wellness for myself. So uh, I drink sole water every morning, or to drink cumin water, detox water, to drink herbal teas. So these are some very small things which can be easily implemented goals, and then there are certain goals which are extremely difficult and long-term goals. So I'll tell you about my goals now. Since I've started talking about how I do my goal setting and when I did it, I look at 12 sections or 12 basically elements, facets of life. One is health and wellness, intellectual, social, physical, career, financial, quality of life, life's vision, parenting, love and relationships, so on and so forth. So there are about 10 to 12 different categories, different areas where I set my goals. And again, these goals are in three different buckets, which is experiences, contributions, and growth. Experiences such as I might want to experience how Hyderabad city is like, and go around and look at different architecture, culture, society in Hyderabad. So those are experiences. I have taken one example from the category of experience. One, growth, that is, to do certain trainings or to develop a particular skill, right? And the third is contribution. For example, I might volunteer for certain activity like Green Earth, Go Green activities, initiatives, CSR initiative. It can be with an organization, it can be external. So these three buckets or these three categories are where I set my goals usually. Um, right? So 12 domains, 12 areas, and three different categories or buckets of goals. And I do this, and I have in the initial phases written these goals every day, all those goals. So now, ideally, I should be doing it each and every day, and I would advise you to do that. But now I've discontinued. I do it once a week, or I do it once in 2 weeks, or in a fortnight. And this is how I set my own goals, and this is how I set my goals, and this is the way I write, so that I remind myself, and it goes in my subconscious, and these are there in my own personal radar that I have to achieve these goals initially, or in short term or in long term. So when I set goals, I do not look at the time frame. It can be a 5 year, 10 year as well, because certain goals will take time, and you will need to devote more time to it. I'm into spirituality as well. So one of the areas is spiritual life, if I have not mentioned it earlier. And I set goals in the spiritual category as well. I wanted to learn a few different kinds of meditation, like transcendental meditation, Vipassana, um, then Alpha meditation, Jose Silva's Alpha meditation, and I follow Vishen Lakhiani, so I follow his 6 phase meditation as well. And there are different kinds of meditations that I do. Just like I've spoken in my previous video, Vachak, Upanshu, and Mansik Jap. So I do these jap. I'm basically a Roman Catholic, but since I'm completely into spirituality and spiritual tools and technologies, I also do jap, Beej Mantra jap, and these are certain things which I picked up during my own discoveries, and finding out through my own curiosity as to what are these mantras and why are they important. And when I learned that even if you have a faith or you don't have faith, if you follow these processes and these mantras, certainly you will be able to see progress in your life. It is like you have fire, you have vegetables, you have cut them and put them on the stove for cooking, right? Even if you believe or you do not believe, just by the activity that you are doing, that is cutting, chopping, and using the fire in order to cook them, it will get cooked, right? It will reach a stage where you have the raw materials and it reach the final stage. Similarly, whether you believe or not, these mindfulness rituals, these mantras, these beach mantras will work for you, whether you believe or whether you do not believe in it. It is something which you have already set in process when you are following it, and it has to materialize. It doesn't matter whether you believe or you do not believe, it will happen, it has to happen. So I'm doing certain practices which I'm learning, and I'm learning it from great mentors and great gurus. I have been very fortunate to have extremely good gurus and good teachers and good mentors and coaches. And I'll tell you frankly about myself. I have needed support. So, apart from my organization's support which they have given, I have also proactively taken steps to ensure that I have a coach, I have a mentor. I follow certain gurus, even if they might not be aware, they are my gurus. And I follow many of them through my personal interactions, so enrolling for certain community work. And I have learned quite a lot from all these, and I'm extremely grateful and thankful to all of these mentors, to all of these coaches and gurus whom I have followed and I have learned through their own discourses and through their preachings. And I would suggest any of my viewers who's watching this to go in and enroll for the mentorship programs, the coaching, the mentoring. This will help you develop your personality, and whether you believe it or not, you will be a completely different person just by practicing a few nuggets of wisdom that they give you. So, I really, really, really recommend taking up mentorship programs, taking up your own well being and your own mentoring completely seriously, and ensuring that, you, in order to keep pace with spiritual development, spiritual aspect which are in your career, in your health, in your fitness. I do not know what would be to your liking, but whatever is your own liking, it might be wellness, it might be health. Go for coach, go for getting coaching, taking up mentoring programs and learning through them. So, this is my bit of advice tonight, and I hope you found it useful, and that in some or the other way it will enrich your life. I will come online again, but for today, this is it. And I will keep coming to share more about myself and what I do. And if you are a subscriber to my channel, or if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you would want to know from me, what you would want to hear from me. And I'll keep coming and sharing pieces of my own experiences and my own few words of wisdom. Thank you, and wish you good night.